This is Sydney Jolson from Zeal to Heal, and I'm so excited to start this series called Wonder. Today we're going to be looking at an introduction to this series called Wonder. Wonder is about creation and using creation and the book of Genesis as a foundation to presenting and giving the gospel. There's been such an absence of Bible study and a foundation of knowing God, creation, and who He is. So this series, Wonder, is absolutely crucial and vital for people understanding the foundation for the gospel. If you look in the book of Acts 17, when Paul, he goes off to a city called Athens, and there he is waiting for his brothers and waiting for those to join him. And he goes around the city quite disturbed by seeing all the idols. And he comes to an idol which is marked and named the unknown God. And he starts to engage with Jews and with God-fearing Greeks. And he's having conversations about the gospel. And he starts to declare the good news about Jesus Christ wherever he goes. And these Epicurean and Stoic men, Greek men of that time in the city of Athens, they call him to the meeting of Areopagus. And there they start to talk and they want to understand what this babbler has to say, because he is making mention of foreign gods, as they said, but he was declaring the gospel of Jesus Christ and His resurrection. And they wanted to know what all this meant. And Paul starts beautifully with describing that God is the creator of the heavens and of the earth, that He is Lord, that He wanted to make this unknown God known to these Greek philosophers. The God who made the world and everything in it, that He is Lord. And He does not live in temples made by human hands. He is not a God to be served by man as if He needs anything from us, but He Himself gives us life and breath and everything that we need. From one man, that's Adam, all the nations of men were created, that they would go and inhabit the whole world. What Paul is doing here is so powerful, because these Greeks were like evolutionists of the day. They had no foundation for who God is and that He's the creator and where they came from and any understanding of how God had placed things together. They also had no understanding of the corruption that came through the fall of man in Genesis 3. Sin that caused this corruption, that now we are in need of a Savior. We are all lawbreakers. We inherited sin from our forefather, Adam. We were born with a sinful nature, and now to be born again, to have a new spirit given by God, we need to understand that we have fallen short of God's glory, that each of us are sinners. Not only inherited from Adam and Eve, but we've all broken God's law, that only God is perfect. And God, being the perfect one, became a man. Because a perfect man, he messed it up, Adam and Eve. But a perfect man can fix it up, can make a way of salvation for us all. But we need to understand that we need a Savior. The law of God helps us understand that we've broken God's law, every single one of us, that we are in need of a Savior. And now by believing in God's perfect man, the God-man, Jesus Christ, 100% man, 100% God, in believing what He has done, His perfect work, that He fulfilled the law and that He made a perfect sacrifice on the cross for us, and He rose from the dead, resurrection power, resurrection life, so He can give you a new spirit that qualifies you for heaven. If we do not have this new spirit, we are not qualified for heaven. You only receive it by grace, by believing in Jesus Christ. If we do not have that, we are following Satan, and you are choosing to reject God and to follow Satan, the ruler of this age, the heir of this world, and he is destined for hell. Without this understanding, Jesus would just be accepted by these philosophers, these Epicurean, Stoic men of the Athens city, that they would just include Jesus as another one of their gods, as another idol to belong to their plethora of gods. And that is just not good enough, because we need to serve and believe in Jesus Christ alone. It's Jesus plus nothing, and it's Jesus minus nothing. The reason for Jesus' death, burial, and resurrection can be all founded in the foundation of Genesis, the book of Genesis in the Bible, the first book of the Bible. This series is going to be one of short videos giving answers to really tricky questions and causing us to wonder. These questions that you've had, that you've wondered about probably for many years. Well, this is going to answer some of those questions, and it's going to be an incredible foundation building block for the gospel, creation evangelism, so that we can go and with confidence give the reasons for the hope that we have in Jesus Christ and his resurrection from the dead. I pray that this helps you, that this is going to be an exciting series for you. So I trust you click on to each week's video, and I'm so excited to build this foundation together with you. God bless.